Vanilla to me is one of the most seducing, most sexiest smelling fragrance note ever in the history of perfumery. To me, there's just a lot of things about vanilla that to me comes off as very seductive and addicting. For example, vanilla can smell very gourmandy, very seductive, sweet, kind of delicious, or it can be very warming, cozy, rich, very inviting for the winter time. It could also be mixed really well with fresh citrusy notes, tropical notes to make it ready for summer wear and still smell just as sexy as any vanilla made for the winter time. So in today's video, in honor of my love for vanilla, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my full collection of vanilla fragrances. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today I actually got this idea from one of my subscribers. He commented on my last video saying how much he loves vanilla and how much he shares my love for vanilla, and I was thinking vanilla is one of my most favorite notes of all time. Why haven't I made a video on this one yet? So I decided to share with you all of the fragrances that I have that are very vanilla heavy. So yes, to qualify for this list, the fragrances not only have to have the note of vanilla listed in the note breakdown, but also have to have the vanilla note be very strong. So I'm not including any fragrance with a weak vanilla note. This list is only for the hardcore vanilla fanatic only, so these fragrances are for sure vanilla heavy fragrances. Also, this list is organized by price range. I'm gonna start from the least expensive and work my way up to the most expensive vanilla, okay? So with that said, let's start with the first one. The first one we have Mahogany Woods by the Bath & Body Works. This one is amazing. It was rumored to be discontinued at one point. They did discontinue at one point and they brought it back. This one's a really woody, ambery vanilla with some boozy quality to it. Very decadent fragrance. I can't believe that out of every brand, Bath & Body Works made this fragrance happen. The vanilla in this is really prominent. It's one of the main notes in here. So you definitely get it right away. The overall vibe of this fragrance is warm and cozy. This is a warm and cozy vanilla. So for those of you who like that, Mahogany Woods is a nice one. Moving up the list, we have Vanille Cocoa, and this is a very creative tropical vanilla. Yes, this is a vanilla plus coconut. It smells very tropical, very lotiony in a way. It has a very lotion-like sweetness. It is one of the most sweet vanilla I've ever smelled, so be warned if you're not a fan of uber sweet vanilla, this is not for you. But if you're into that, of course, I highly suggest you to try this one. Very creative. I've never seen vanilla mixed with coconut before or done in this kind of level. This is just straight up vanilla and coconut. There's really nothing else you can smell off this. It's just, yeah, vanilla, coconut, very tropical, almost lotiony type of sweetness. Very awesome and also very affordable. Next we have Tom Ford's Noir Extreme, another very creative vanilla. This vanilla is mixed with a lot of different notes. This is to me one of the hardest designer fragrance to describe ever, because the vanilla in this is mixed with a lot of different notes, mainly some gourmand notes, but also some spice notes as well, namely the cardamom. The best way to describe the vanilla in this fragrance to me is to imagine you have a cake in front of you, like a dessert, a cake, and there's a really nice vanilla garnish, like a vanilla decorative piece on the plate for you. And that's how I would like to describe the vanilla in this. It's very beautiful. It's there, you definitely see it, but it's more decorative. It's there to complement the main accord of this fragrance, but it's still one of the stars. It's definitely very noticeable. That's the best way I could describe this. Again, this is one of the most hardest fragrances for me to describe, so I do urge you to get your notes on this one yourself. I don't think any reviewer can really do this one justice, to be completely fair. Next one we have SPICEBOMB Extreme. You know, the last one was hard to describe. This one is not at all hard to describe. This is a really heavy, cozy, seductive vanilla mixed with some cinnamon, some tobacco. It smells so gorgeous. Warm, cozy, inviting, but also spicy enough to turn head at the same time. This is amazing stuff. One of my most favorite discoveries of this year so far in the designer world, SPICEBOMB Extreme. If you have not tried this yet, check it out. Moving on, we have Vanilla Intense by PARFUMS Vintage. This is an Aventus interpretation with a heavy dose of vanilla, and to me, I've never thought that combination would work so well, but it really does. The vanilla mixed with the dark woody birchy note. The star of this is definitely the vanilla, the birch. It smells really good together. I feel like if Creed was ever to make a flanker to Aventus, they should go in this direction. I would love them to go in a vanilla or gourmandy type direction. It's just beautiful. If you love Aventus and you also like the note vanilla, I cannot recommend a better fragrance than Vanilla Intense. Moving on, we have a summer vanilla, and you really don't see too many of these around, but they're always so creative. And this one is Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Now this is a lemon vanilla, very refreshing, very bright. one of the most underrated designer fragrances of all time. To me, it kind of smells like a lemon meringue pie. Very delicious, very bright, light. I wear this a lot in the summertime. Also, completely unisex. You and your girlfriend can wear this. In fact, a lot of these vanilla fragrances, I would say, actually maybe all of them can be worn by both men and women. So yes, just throwing that out there. If you and your girlfriend both enjoy vanilla, you're really gonna enjoy wearing these fragrances together, because if I can say one thing about my experience is that me and my girlfriend love vanilla, and we wear vanilla fragrances together, and we always end up having a good time. What? Oh, you dirty bastard. Not that type of good time. You know what I mean. It's watching a movie, it's cuddling, it's having romantic time, okay? Not whatever you guys are thinking. Jesus Christ. Next we have Noir Amber by ISSEY MIYAKE. This is a really nice amber vanilla as well. Amber, vanilla, suede. The amber in here is very syrupy, very translucent. I really like the amber in here. But the star as well is also the vanilla. It's very smooth. It really holds the base together. It is the bulk of what makes this fragrance very warm and quite sweet. It works hand in hand extremely well with the amber is what I'm trying to say. It's a designer fragrance that smells totally like a niche, and it deserves all the hype. If you haven't checked this one out yet, please do. Noir Ambre by ISSEY MIYAKE. Next one we have another amber vanilla, but this one is not as syrupy, not as translucent as the last one. This one is definitely more thick, more rich type of amber vanilla. This one is Ambre Sauvage. The amber in here smells very fiery. The last time I described this, I described it as it feels like you're putting a chunk of amber over a bonfire and it's just being slowly cooked. That's the type of amber that's in here, and the vanilla in here is thick, it's rich, it's there, it's strong, and it's quite unapologetic. It's one of the most cozy scent ever to wear in the winter outdoors and also at home. It's really, really nice. It's also not that expensive as well for a niche fragrance, so definitely check this one out, Ambre Sauvage. We are halfway done with my vanilla collection now, and the next one we have Al Contrario by Tiziana Terenzi. Now, one thing to note about this, I hate the cap of this. It doesn't click all the way in, and every time I picked it up, I'm always afraid of dropping it. So quick note to Tiziana Terenzi, please fix these caps. But that aside, the smell of this is gorgeous. It's so good. It's vanilla mixed with some nutty note. It smells extremely gourmand. It is one of my most favorite gourmand of all time. It's just so good. It's sweet, it's nutty, vanilla, kind of seductive at the same time. It definitely would turn head. Like if I smell this off someone, I would turn and compliment them. It's just one of those head turning type vanilla fragrance. Very unusual as well, because I don't see a lot of nutty notes being mixed with vanilla, although there should be a lot more, right? Because it just makes so much sense. Nutty and vanilla, they just go really well together. It goes well together in drinks, should go well together in perfume, but for some reason it's not a common accord. So I'm glad that I found one at least. Again, this one is really nice, nutty smelling vanilla, very seductive, unique, amazing stuff. One of my most favorite gourmand scent of all time. Next one, we have the one I talked about yesterday. This one is called ARQUISTE Architects Club. Woody vanilla, again, minimalist, but really, really beautiful smelling. Oh, this is simplicity to the max, like I said in the last video. Oh, it just smells so good. This is one of my most favorite vanilla to wear to bed or to wear to relax, because it's just very simple, very easy to appreciate, nice, soft, woody vanilla, amazing stuff. One of my most favorite purchases of 2017. Again, this is ARQUISTE Architects Club. Next one, we have one from Christian Dior. This one is called FEVE Delicieuse. Now this one, the king of this fragrance is obviously the tonka bean, but what's holding the bottom together to me, in my opinion, is the vanilla. I am in love with this fragrance. This is the third ever niche fragrance I ever bought. I loved it then and I still love it now. It's still one of the best smelling gourmands in my collection, and the vanilla in here is to die for, really. Man, it's like you have this really nice big plate, like a plate made out of vanilla, and on top of the vanilla plate is the tonka bean, the really powdery, chocolatey tonka bean. I can smell this all day. Vanilla tonka bean heaven. Try it out if you haven't yet. If you can find the old one, this is an amazing, amazing vanilla fragrance. I love it to death. It's still one of my favorites today. So yeah, that's FEVE Delicieuse by Christian Dior. Next one, we have another very heavy gourmandish vanilla. This one is called MERINGA by PROFUMUM ROMA. This one got me one of the most memorable compliments of my life. This girl at my work back in Alaska walked past me. She said, "I smell really good," and she also mentioned that I smelled like, get this, a lemon cookie. A lemon cookie. One When I heard that, I don't know, it just put a smile on my face. Like she said I smell like a lemon cookie, but in a good way. She really liked the smell. So yeah, that was one of my most memorable comments of all time. And oh, ooh, this is so good. This smells like a niche interpretation of Edition Blanche. It has that similar citrus vanilla DNA, but the difference is this one is a light summery citrus vanilla. This one is a very heavy winter citrus vanilla. This thing is also a beast. You can count on 16 to 20 plus hours easily with MERINGA. Projection is really strong. I only wear one spray of this. So if you're a fan of beast mode fragrances and you're looking for a beast mode vanilla, I found you one. Next one is a fragrance that I've got yesterday. This one's called Angelique Noir. Now, this is another very creative unisex vanilla. It's so loosened up. The vanilla in here is loosened up with a fresh note called Angelica. And I actually have Angelica right here, the Angelica oil. I'm gonna tell you what Angelica actually smells like. Angelica to me smells like this really bright, fresh green note. It's not overly green that is like obnoxious and annoying. It's just green enough to be fresh and invigorating. And then when it comes to Angelique Noir, the Angelica in here mixed with the vanilla, it really loosens up the vanilla. It makes this vanilla a spring and summer wearable fragrance. This is to me not a fall and winter exclusive anymore because it just smells so light. It smells really light, and on my skin it doesn't come off strong at all. Like you can definitely wear this in the summer, maybe not in the dead of heat out in the day, but definitely summer evening. You can wear this spring, you can wear this fall and winter as well. This is an all year round vanilla that I simply really love. One caveat, this does lean a little bit more feminine than it does masculine. I don't see me picking this up all too often because of that, but still an amazing smell regardless. This is Angelique Noir, the best from Guerlain. Next one, we have the opposite of Angelique Noir, because Angelique Noir leans feminine. This one, it leans masculine to the max, man. This one is INTIO's Parfums Privé Absolute Aphrodisiac. This is a musk vanilla, a musky ambre vanilla, unapologetic, strong, masculine vanilla. So if you're one of those guys who really likes to wear manly fragrances, like your image is manly, you want to portray the absolute masculinity, but you love vanilla, this is it, man. It's Absolute Aphrodisiac. I cannot find you a more masculine vanilla than this one. Musky vanilla, unapologetic, very sexy and seductive as well, because this has a dominating vibe. Like if you walk into a room smelling like this, you either lose to this fragrance or you own the fragrance. It's one of those two. It's how you become the slave to it or you become the master. So you really have to be confident and masculine to own this fragrance, but if you can, you also will own everyone else in the room. That's how strong and how much of a statement that this one makes. So if you're looking for a manly vanilla, this one is for you. Next one we have Coco Blanc by the House of Matriarch. Now this is a 100% natural vanilla. So if you want to know what vanilla actually smells like in a fragrance with no other synthetic notes, no lab-made material, this is it. 100% natural vanilla, and it smells beautiful. Beautiful. Oh man, the vanilla is so warm. It's very warm, inviting, not too rich, but just enough to be cozy. Alongside the vanilla in this fragrance, you're also gonna get a really nice decadent note of white chocolate, and it doesn't come off overly sweet at all. The fragrance smells really grounded. The sweetness is at the perfect level, and alongside those sweet notes, you get this really nice sandalwood at the base, and also spices to add this little twist to the whole composition. Overall, a 100% 5 out of 5 fragrance when it comes to scent. So Coco Blanc by the House of Matriarch, if you care about 100% natural vanilla and that intrigues you, this is the best one. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Leave a like if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't yet, and also leave down in the comment section below which vanilla that you think I should try next, because I would love to discover more vanilla if I could. I love vanilla, as you guys can see here. I own so many of them. And yeah, with that said, I hope you guys have an easy life, and I'll see you guys next time in another video. Peace and bye.